Hey y'all, this is Rachel Johnson and I'm here to do the Dyestat mentoring series with y'all. So I'm super pumped and excited to get to answer some of your questions and hopefully give you some good running advice. And yeah, let's get started. So this video, I'll just tell you a little bit about how I got into running, why I love running now, stuff like that. So I got into running because my elementary school PE coach was the guys cross country coach at the high school that I was going to go to. And so whenever it was a nice day outside, we had these soccer fields around the school, and we would do this thing called walk, jog, run, where we would walk, jog, or run around this course that my coach had set up for us. And every time we ran around, we got a popsicle stick, and at the end of the day, we would tally up all the popsicle sticks that we had collected, and then at the end of the year, he had like a little award ceremony for us, and said like, good job, you got this many popsicle sticks for the year, or whatever. And so that was really fun, and I always ran around the course, and so it was just a lot of fun for me. And Coach Esch really noticed that I like to run and encouraged me and said like, hey, you should do cross country whenever you get into high school. And I was like, what's cross country? Because I'd never heard about it, and neither of my parents ran. So it was just totally new to me, but he really encouraged me in that. So whenever I got to middle school, we didn't have cross country at my middle school, but we did have track. So I ran the 1600 in track, but by the time I got to high school, I was super pumped and ready to try out cross country. So I did it and loved it, and I guess my freshman and sophomore year, I just kind of learned a little bit about running, but I felt like I wasn't really meeting my potential, and I felt like I could be a lot better. And I just grew really frustrated, and I almost quit running, but I didn't, and I'm glad that I didn't. And instead, I joined this club team in Dallas called the Dallas Metroplex Striders, coached by Terry Jessup, who is my coach now. So that's really, really fun, just being back with Terry and kind of like going back to my high school training. And it's a little more intense than in high school, but it's a lot of fun. So I love it. And anyway, so I joined the Striders and met lots of cool people and awesome friends there. Still friends with a lot of them now. Anyway, the biggest thing from Striders that I learned was I learned how to train and why we trained the way that we did. And whenever I learned that and kind of implemented that into my training, my time started dropping a lot. My junior year, I won state in track for the 1500 or the 1600 and the 3200. And then went on my senior year to win state and cross country, and then I did Nike Cross Nationals and Foot Locker Nationals, and I ended up winning Nike Cross Nationals, and I came in second to Ashlyn Cuff, who I think did these videos last year, but yeah, I came in second to her. So that was just a lot of fun to get to run cross country at that level. And I ended up getting injured my senior year during track season, so I didn't quite have the end to my high school career that I wanted, but it was okay because I had signed with Baylor, and I was super pumped to get started with my college career. But it was kind of like the transition from middle school to high school, from high school to college. It was just a really big transition for me, and I kind of had to do a lot of self-searching and figuring out what I needed to do differently, and what I was doing wrong and what I could change, and just to become a better person and a better runner. And my coach, Coach Harbor, was really patient with me and helped me figure everything out. And yeah, so I just grew as a person, and when I started doing that, my time started dropping again, and it was just a really fun time in college. I ended up getting being a 6-time All-American by the end of my college career. So that was a lot of fun, and I had a great time at Baylor. And now this past summer, I just signed with ASICS. So yay, go ASICS. And so I'm running pro right now, and it's a lot of fun. I really love it. It's the best job ever. Anyway, so I'm doing that, and the reason why I love running is because I think it's a lifelong sport, and you can really learn a lot from running and from training that you can't in other things. And so it's really fun for me to be able to just implement things that I've learned from running into my real life and grow kind of as a person, because I think that when you are the best person you can be, you will be the best runner that you can be. They kind of go hand in hand. So that's awesome. Anyway, my advice for you, it's definitely not easy, and I have definitely had roadblocks and struggles, but they've made me stronger. So don't give up and just ask questions. You know, I think another reason why I love running is that I love the community of runners. I think that runners are really awesome people, and they're fun to be around, and they're just really loving and caring and love to answer your questions that you might have. So yeah, just learn from other people, and I think that that's a big way of how I've grown as a person, and hopefully how you can grow too. So that's why I'm here. I'm here for y'all, and I want to help you out. Not that I have it all figured out, because I don't, and I hope that I'm always growing and learning and changing. But I'm here as a resource for y'all, so pick my brain and ask lots of questions. Like I said, comment below and ask your questions, and I'll answer them on these videos. And if you don't ask questions, then I'll just come up with things to talk about. So maybe that'll be fun too, but I would love to answer any of your questions first before I do that. And also, you can follow me on my blog, rachrunstheworld.wordpress.com, and I'll post some more videos and more stuff for y'all too. And you can follow me on Instagram if you want to Rachel_Johnson3. But yeah, so follow me if you want to, and I'm super pumped to do this series with y'all. I keep emphasizing this, but ask questions, that's how you'll grow and learn. And yeah, so yeah, like I said, I'm really pumped, and until next time, see you later.